Weather-resistant window replacement for entry door areas matters most in Washington, D.C., where humidity, rain, and seasonal temperature swings can stress both frames and seals. Fiberglass entry doors. Washington, D.C. homeowners choose pair well with durable glazing systems that resist warping, swelling, and air leakage. The best window frame materials for fiberglass entry doors usually include fiberglass, vinyl, and composite options depending on exposure and maintenance goals. For homes near busy corridors, secure energy-efficient replacement windows. Washington, D.C. residences can also improve comfort while reducing outside noise and drafts around front entryway upgrades. Custom-fit replacement windows for entry door openings are essential for row homes, townhomes, and historic properties across the Washington, D.C. metro area. Residential entry door window replacement in Northwest Washington, D.C. often requires precise measurements, custom residential windows for Washington, D.C. row homes, and careful matching to existing trim profiles. Window replacement contractors near Washington, D.C. for fiberglass doors can help with fit, flashing, and finish details that affect long-term performance. For older properties, replacement windows for historic homes in Washington, D.C. should balance architectural character with modern insulation, security, and energy savings. Energy-efficient residential window replacement for entryway upgrades can lower utility bills and improve interior comfort in every season. Home energy savings from window replacement and fiberglass doors are strongest when airtight installation, low-E glass, and insulated frames work together. Homeowners investing in fiberglass entry doors. Washington, D.C. properties often choose can maximize efficiency by pairing those doors with high-performance replacement windows. Washington, D.C. energy-saving window replacement for front doors is especially valuable for homes with sun exposure, street-facing entryways, and aging seals. Residential window replacement for better home insulation helps stabilize indoor temperatures, while draft reduction with residential window replacement services can make foyer areas noticeably more comfortable during winter and summer. How to choose replacement windows for fiberglass entry doors starts with evaluating frame material, glass package, ventilation needs, and design compatibility. Best window replacement options for fiberglass entry door homes often include double-pane or triple-pane window replacement for fiberglass entry door homes when noise reduction and energy performance are priorities. Window replacement materials compatible with fiberglass entry doors should support expansion and contraction without compromising seal integrity. For many homeowners, vinyl versus fiberglass entry door window replacement benefits come down to budget, maintenance, appearance, and the desired level of thermal performance. Residential window replacement consultation for fiberglass door homes should include style matching, performance goals, and an assessment of existing entryway conditions. Replacement window styles that match fiberglass entry doors include casement, picture, awning, and specialty grille patterns that align with the door's architecture. Improving curb appeal with residential window replacement becomes easier when the front elevation feels cohesive, especially in Washington, D.C. home exterior remodeling window and door services. Fiberglass entry door upgrades with window replacement in Washington, D.C. can create a polished look that enhances both resale value and everyday pride of ownership. Residential window installation and fiberglass door replacement guide planning should account for sequencing, weatherproofing, and labor complexity. How long residential window replacement takes for entry doors depends on whether the project involves standard sizes, custom trim, or structural adjustments, but many front entry upgrades can be completed efficiently once materials arrive. Washington, D.C. home improvement window replacement for entryways often requires coordination with siding, caulking, and door hardware. Expert fiberglass entry door replacement. Washington, D.C. homes benefit from skilled installers who understand both door units and adjoining window systems. Cost of residential window replacement with fiberglass entry doors varies based on glass type, frame material, customization, and installation scope. Affordable residential window replacement. Washington, D.C. area options can still deliver strong performance when homeowners focus on prioritized upgrades such as high-use front-facing windows and draft-prone entry zones. Residential window replacement estimates in Washington, D.C. should factor in labor, disposal, flashing, and any custom millwork. Residential window replacement. ROI for exterior upgrades is often strongest when the project improves energy performance, curb appeal, security, and long-term maintenance costs at the same time. Window replacement for security-conscious homeowners is an important consideration in dense urban neighborhoods and suburban streets alike. Secure energy-efficient replacement windows. Washington, D.C. residences often feature reinforced locks, laminated glass, and stronger frames that complement fiberglass entry doors. Local window replacement specialists. Washington, D.C. fiberglass doors can recommend glazing options that increase resistance to forced entry while preserving style. For homeowners seeking quieter interiors, sound-reducing residential window replacement solutions can make a noticeable difference near traffic, schools, and nightlife areas throughout Washington, D.C. Low-maintenance window replacement for modern entry doors is a smart choice for homeowners who want lasting performance without constant upkeep. Best residential window replacement company in Washington, D.C. Providers often recommend materials that resist peeling, rot, and corrosion, especially for front-facing exposures. Window replacement maintenance tips for homeowners typically include periodic cleaning, seal inspection, and caulk checks to preserve efficiency and appearance. Residential window replacement services for fiberglass entry doors work best when the window package is selected for both visual harmony and long-term durability in the D.C. climate. Washington, D.C. residential window replacement for fiberglass entry doors is most effective when the company understands neighborhood-specific architecture and performance needs. Fiberglass entry door and window replacement services. Washington, D.C. homeowners' requests often span everything from Washington, D.C. fiberglass entry door installation and replacement windows to residential window and door upgrade services in Washington, D.C. Custom fiberglass door and window solutions in Washington, D.C. can support energy-efficient window replacement. Washington, D.C. home entry doors, residential window replacement for Washington, D.C. metro area properties, and window replacement for Capitol Hill homes with fiberglass doors, all while improving comfort, efficiency, and exterior appeal. Improving curb appeal with residential window replacement is one of the fastest ways to elevate fiberglass entry doors. Washington, D.C. homes, especially when the goal is a cohesive front elevation and stronger first impression. The best window replacement options for fiberglass entry door homes often include styles that echo the clean lines of modern entry systems, while replacement window styles that match fiberglass entry doors can enhance symmetry on row homes, townhomes, and suburban facades across Northwest Washington, D.C., Capitol Hill, and the greater D.C. metro area. Energy-efficient residential window replacement for entryway upgrades can deliver meaningful home energy savings from window replacement and fiberglass doors, particularly when paired with secure energy-efficient replacement windows Washington, D.C. residences need for seasonal temperature swings. Triple-pane window replacement for fiberglass entry door homes, along with low-E glass and weather-resistant window replacement for entry door areas, helps reduce heat loss, improve residential window replacement for better home insulation, and support draft reduction with residential window replacement services in older homes and newly remodeled properties alike. How to choose replacement windows for fiberglass entry doors starts with compatibility, performance, and design balance. Window replacement materials compatible with fiberglass entry doors should be selected for durability, insulation value, and low-maintenance window replacement for modern entry doors, while best window frame materials for fiberglass entry doors often include fiberglass, vinyl, and composite options depending on budget and style goals. Vinyl versus fiberglass entry door window replacement benefits can vary by maintenance needs and structural performance, making a residential window replacement consultation for fiberglass door homes especially valuable. Cost of residential window replacement with fiberglass entry doors depends on custom sizing, frame material, glass package, and labor complexity, especially for custom-fit replacement windows for entry door openings in historic neighborhoods and tight urban footprints. Residential window replacement estimates in Washington, D.C. may vary for replacement windows for historic homes in Washington, D.C., Washington, D.C. row homes, and residential window replacement in Washington, D.C. metro area projects, but homeowners often find strong residential window replacement ROI for exterior upgrades when they prioritize energy-efficient, weather-resistant, and security-conscious homeowners features. Residential window installation and fiberglass door replacement guide projects should account for the full scope of the entryway, from measurement to finish trim to final inspection. How long residential window replacement takes for entry doors depends on whether the job involves residential window and door upgrade services in Washington, D.C., foggy window replacement for Washington, D.C. homeowners, or custom residential windows for Washington, D.C. row homes. Experienced local window replacement specialists Washington, D.C. Fiberglass Doors can streamline residential window replacement services for fiberglass entry doors and reduce disruption. Residential window replacement for security-conscious homeowners and sound-reducing residential window replacement solutions are in high demand for Washington, D.C. home improvement window replacement for entryways, especially near busy streets and transit corridors. Custom window replacement for residential entry doors, residential window replacement for Washington, D.C. metro area properties, and affordable residential window replacement Washington, D.C. area options can all support tighter seals, stronger locking systems, and better acoustical control. For homeowners seeking fiberglass entry door and window replacement services Washington, D.C., the combination of energy-efficient window replacement Washington, D.C. home entry doors and custom fiberglass door and window solutions in Washington, D.C. creates a durable, attractive, and high-performing upgrade. When paired with fiberglass entry doors Washington, D.C. homeowners trust for durability and curb appeal, these improvements can significantly enhance comfort, efficiency, security, and long-term property value.